tell if that's in focus or not. Hello and welcome back to my Astro Imaging Journey channel. Apologies for the dogs barking upstairs. It is what it is on a crazy rainy day. Had a question. Let me grab my phone real quick. Okay, so first I want to say thanks everybody for all the recommendations and comments in regards to the new camera that I'm looking at. Had it narrowed down to 3. Now I'm up to 6, and if you guys keep them coming with good recommendations, might go up. Who knows? You give me a lot to think about, so really appreciate it. Thank you. As you can see from the title of the video, it's a mini Q&A. Actually, one question and hopefully an answer. And that question comes from Chris. Chris asked, with your extender, are you running Cat5 to the Mini, Cat5 from your router to the extender to the Mini? I'm not following. Why not wireless extender to pick up Wi-Fi from house? I use that, so no wires, just curious. Maybe you're way better. Okay, so I answered him in the comments. But I kind of wanted to explain it a little bit better. So let me put this down. And with the extender, what he's referring to is this unit right here. It's an AV access USB extender. So what actually it is, and I think I reviewed it a while back in another video, but it's a transceiver, meaning it transmits and receives a signal, right? So on one end, we have a standard USB connection, plugs into your PC, laptop, whatever you have, has the unit that the USB connection connects to. On the back, a standard Ethernet style RJ45 port. Not an Ethernet port though. It's a proprietary signaling port. With that, we connect a standard Ethernet cable, a Cat5 cable. Okay, Cat5 refers to the cabling standard that's used in Ethernet communications, and these guys decided to use standard Ethernet cabling with their own proprietary signaling. So it's not an Ethernet port per se. It's an Ethernet connection as far as the physical connection, but the actual electrical connection, it's not Ethernet. It is proprietary. So our Ethernet cable plugs into this port here on the back, and then we run the other end of the Ethernet connection to the other part of this, which is on the telescope, which is in the garage, and it's raining. That's why we're in here and not out there, because the rain hitting the metal roof, you wouldn't be able to hear me. And even if you could hear me, the rain might actually put you to sleep, and we wouldn't want that. So hopefully I have a picture here, and what you can see on the picture, hopefully there's 2 pictures, one of the front and one of the back. On the front, I'll try to demonstrate using this end here. On the front, you should see it'll have a 4-port USB hub, and then on the back side is an Ethernet connection, not true Ethernet, that physical Ethernet style RJ45 connection that the other end of the cable plugs into, and a power connection. So that is the extender I was referring to in that video. This was the Kotlix review, and was it the review video? Let me check. setting up the Kotlix. So this was episode 103, setting up the Kotlix mini PC and its first use. So, okay, now we got that cleared up. So his confusion was, why am I using an Ethernet extender and cabling when I could be using Wi-Fi signal and a range extender? Well, it's not Ethernet. It's a proprietary transceiver to extend my USB connection, this USB connection here, out to the telescope. And the nice thing about that one was it had a USB hub built in. So 2 birds with 1 stone. In earlier videos, you might have seen that I had a little USB connection that was a USB cable with an RJ45 port on the end, and then another one out there, and then from there I had to go into an actual USB hub. That one didn't work so well because it used the power from the USB port on the laptop to power the remote end out at the telescope, and it just would not stay stable. The power connection on this particular brand, the AV Access brand, the USB hub out at the telescope is powered, and I have had little to no issues with it. Most of the issues that I've had with it have come when something's not quite right, either with guiding or how I set things up, and I just say to heck with it, power cycle everything. Let me take that back. Not power cycle everything. Power cycle, say the mount or the camera or individual items, and then the respective port on the USB hub on the telescope gets into a flaky state, and then I have to power cycle that thing. So I've just gotten in the habit, if I have any issues, I just start from scratch. Power everything down, bring everything back up, and start from scratch. So as far as Ethernet connection for the Kotlix, that is wireless. It connects just fine to my wireless router from inside the house while it's sitting outside, and I can connect over Wi-Fi. My dogs are driving me nuts, so hopefully they're not driving you guys not too batty. It allows me to use that remote desktop connection while it's sitting out there. So once I have the OAG working, I know there was a question on that. Nope, the OAG is not working yet. I'm still waiting on that one little flange. It was a 30-day wait time to manufacture it. That should be shipping in 2 days, hopefully, according to their website. So hopefully next week, maybe. I don't know. I'll have it. I don't know if I'll have the OAG working. But until I get that working, I don't want to mess with the telescope too much. Once I have that working and I know I'm going to have to rebalance everything, then I will work on getting the Kotlix actually mounted to the OTA rather, and get the old guide scope and camera off to save some weight, things of that nature. So I don't want to go through all of that just yet until I know one way or the other with the Kotlix. So to that end, I no longer have the long cable running in the house. At least hopefully this weekend that will be the case. It'll just be a short connection. This will plug into the transceiver side that has the hub that's mounted on the telescope. This end will be down on a mini little table I have next to the mount, and then this plugs into the Kotlix which again is sitting on the table at the base of the mount. And all this is doing is just converting this USB signal here into a format that it can drive. This will drive up to 50 meters, so 168 feet away, and then the other side converts it back from their proprietary signaling back into the USB, and essentially means this USB connection and that USB hub look like they're connected right up to the laptop, or in this case the Kotlix PC, and PC doesn't know anything about this guy. So hope that cleared things up for you. If not, let me know in the comments. It's, you know, I can see where his confusion was. We refer to Cat5 synonymously with Ethernet cables, and in this particular case, we're not. Cat5 is a cabling standard, and Cat5 cable and Ethernet cable are usually transposed in conversation. The AV Access has decided to use an RJ45 port with Ethernet cabling, but their own signaling to get the communications between the two units. So, which I actually like, because I actually like. That is kind of redundant. Anyways, I really like that because I don't want to have to buy yet another proprietary cable to go between these guys, and then you'd have to know what your length is, order that length or longer to compensate for any variance, and if that cable breaks, then you got to order it from them again. At least their decision to use an RJ45 connection, knowing that you're going to be using an Ethernet style cable. This one came with my cable modem that I don't use, and the one that I used to have running out there, which was 125 foot Ethernet cable, you know, outdoor grade, I had for my security system. You know, I have them laying around, and if either of them break, I've got a ton of these left over, and if I need another 100 foot or 150 foot cable, I can go down to possibly Best Buy. I can order one on Amazon. I don't have to go back and order a proprietary cable and potentially have to wait longer when I can just run down to a store at my lunch hour or on the way home from work and pick one up relatively easily. So, yeah, USB extender, love it. Probably won't be using it once I get the OAG working, but I've been using this solution 6-9 months now, and it has been working excellent. Any problems I have not been with this unit. So, yeah. With that, I'm going to say I hope this cleared some of the confusion up for you, Chris. Thanks for your question. Really appreciate it. If not, leave me a comment. I'll see if I can clear it up any better or find a different way of explaining it. Doing the best I can here, guys and gals. So, thanks for watching. Please stick around for the outro. Hope you enjoyed this. And as always, clear skies. Have a good one. Thanks for watching yet another episode from the Astro Imaging Journey channel. Really appreciate your viewership. In our upper right, we have the latest video that I have posted prior to this one. Down in the lower right, we have what YouTube thinks you will enjoy. Below is a subscription link. Please hit that like button, subscribe if you so choose, ring that bell if you want to get notified of something new, and as always, thank you, clear skies. Remember to